Hopefully it does. See this. See it. Excellent. Hopefully it does. Perfect. Okay, we're good. You guys can see my screen? Excellent. All right, guys. Welcome to the call. First and foremost, disclaimer. Yeah. I'm going to share with you the trades that I look to take myself. And it does not mean that I'm perfect at all, but these are what I look to do. And I'll share with you my overview today. And we'll get going. Good morning. Good evening, sorry, to Tonga and Auckland. Moosey, good to see. Emelina, good to see. Gary, Jules, Kirsten, Sana, Mike, good to see you. Hope you're recovering. Fred, great to see. Fantastic. Good. Morning. Okay, I have no idea who Zoom user is, but good morning to you. Okay. Right, guys, let's go through the charts. Let's delete everything right now so we can do my daily overview analysis of what I look for. And we'll take it from there. Anybody? Oh, Fatima, good to see you. Anybody in trades right now? Anybody taking any trades this morning? Emelina, what are you looking for today?
Oh, yeah, I took only 50 pips of buy from, yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
Congrats. Nobody else in any trades? Okay. All right, let's go through this. So first and foremost, guys, are you in the right frame of mind to trade? I know it's very cliche, but you know, if things are going on outside of your life in trading is very emotional, a roller coaster as it stands. So anything else going on in your life outside of it, just be very, very cautious with the decision making you make. Step number 2. Do you have a trading plan? Do you have a strategy written down? How many trades? What risk per trade? How much is your cutoff for the day? What your target profit is? Do you have this written down? If not, then make sure you reach out in the group chats because this is important for you guys to progress. I use the saying, trust the process, but it's actually trust the process over the result. If you trust the process, the result will come. Nice, Mike, 60 pips, nice. So just really pay attention to that. We'll be doing some calls on that too. Step number 3, Forex Factory. So today we have, we just had GBP news, which does sometimes have a slight effect on gold, which let's have a little look and see. We've had the drive down at the moment, but nothing major. Sometimes I see some real big moves from that, and we do still have 26 minutes left, so anything can happen. Later on today, we have core CPI. So we will trade live later today for the news. So we're going to go live at, I believe I posted it for 12:45 p.m. UK. And the news will be at 1:30. So we'll watch the news as well together. All right. So that's nothing really to impact us now. Step number 4 is the Asian high and Asian low. So let's get this up. And I'm going to map this out for you guys so you can see. And I use these for liquidity and for support and resistance. So we have the current Asian high that we can see now. We have a previous London high. So let's make that white dotted. And we have a previous Asian high here. Let's make that blue. There we go. And we've got the low as well. So we've got a London low. Perfect. Okay. Nothing else to see here. I'll map these ones out anywhere. No, that one hasn't been. We tested this one here. So let's put that one there. Done. Cool. Great. Okay. So now I am going to highlight some support resistance just around where price is. So let's get this up. We can turn off the Asian high and low now. Any questions, guys? Just chuck it in the chat. So we've got a nice little mini support here. Let's make that white. Let's just make it a darker color. There we go. Perfect. So we've got the support here. We have, this is just a resistance that we got at the top right here as well. So it's kind of no trading zone in between this area as it stands. On the left, there are certain things that I look at. For instance, this zone right here. Let me make that this color. And before I forget, let's go to the daily. Let's make that one orange so that we know that's slightly different. Cool. Let's go to the daily. And I like to, this is the last one that I do. I like to map out the previous all-time high in and around where price is. We have one here. I'll make that black. And we have another literally just above it here. And then we have the next one above prices are all the way up here. We do have a liquidity gap down the bottom that still has not been fulfilled. So we should really pay close attention to that area. I'm going to make that a purple color. Did it work? No, purple color. There we go. So we know that's a liquidity area. Okay, great. So what we're looking at, let's go from the daily. As you can see clearly, we're on a downtrend that has hit on the last few days, we're on a downtrend that has hit a support. So you can see something roughly like this. Okay. Come down to this black candle, which I call a rally-based rally, that we're stuck at right now. And overall, on the entire move of gold, obviously we are on an uptrend. Okay. So everybody does the trend lines differently, but basically we could do something like this, and we can get an idea, a rough idea that we're on an uptrend here. Okay, cool. All right, that's that. Now I'm going to turn on, I use the Ichimoku cloud, and I like to just turn on the conversion and baseline. Okay, so here's the TK lines. On the daily, we have a clear area up the top here that is what I call a drop base drop. Let's make that a darker red, higher time frame. It is darker red. So when price comes up to these areas, I expect some sort of resistance at those areas. I use these areas as well. But if price comes here and rejects, great. Or if it breaks above and uses it as support, then you know where you're going to continue, more than likely to the upside. Let's go to the 12-hour. Okay, TK lines, you can see all the way up at the top, which again tells me that we're more than likely going to be looking to pull back up for a large portion of this morning's session. Doesn't mean it definitely will, so we have to look for other confirmations. Let's go to the 8-hour. Okay, nothing that I see on the 8-hour at all, actually, nothing. Other than all the way at the top here, we've got this 8-hour drop base drop, so I'll make that red as well. Cool. 4-hour, let's go to the 4. Is this a white or a black candle? It's a black candle. Okay, cool. 4-hour for 1, 2, 3, 4. For majority of today, we've just been pushing bullish. So again, nothing that I'm looking at right now other than what are these blue and yellow lines doing on the TK lines. Let's go to the 3-hour. Can you see now how we have come below price with one of them and the other one's staying at the top? So ideally, what I would like to see, I go over this quite a lot with you guys, that this is a great confirmation, is on the lower time frames, if we get one of the blue and the yellow stay up here again, and then as we go even lower, the blue come below and the yellow come below. That gives me more of a confirmation then that we're looking at some sort of move like so. Let's come back out. Okay, great. So on the 3-hour, we have this drop base drop just sat here, which I expect to be a kind of resistance. Let's go to the 2-hour, watch the blue lines. Can you see how one's staying up, one's below? Right? Engulfing 2-hour candle, break, retest. Now it looks like it's trying to break to the upside. We have the Asian high, and then we've got this area on the left that we should be coming towards if we do break above. Let's go to the, so 2-hour candle is the one that I'm really focused on. We have a new 2-hour candle. If the 2-hour candle closes similar to what it is and pushes down first, then I will be looking to see if there's any rejection zones in this zone. and then for us to continue to at least take out this wick to the resistance and hopefully then break above. Once we break above in this candle here, there is no resistance at all up until a nice area above. So buys are looking good. However, the move needs to trigger a certain way for me. Let's go to the 1 hour, and you can see the 1 hour is trying to close the bear candle, which means the pullback down first to take out some of this wick is a confirmation. Now, here's my first area target up here. Let's do this. Let me turn on the magnet on. Perfect. Okay, so this is my first area. I'm actually going to make this a lighter color just so that we can tell the difference. Let me make that a bit more transparent. Okay, perfect. Okay, and I'm also going to put this line, a line right here as well, so that I know that that's the wick. So if it rejects there, we'll know why. 1 hour is looking like it's trying to flip, which is looking good. Can you see now the yellow and blue lines are below price on the 1 hour? When it's below on the 1 hour, yes, we could pull back, but I'm overall looking at this push into the upside for this morning session. Okay, so now we've got to identify what will happen if it breaks the blue just straight away and what will happen if it pulls back down to try and identify areas of interest. So 45-minute. Okay. 45-minute, 2 minutes to close. Closing as a black candle. I expect it to push down first. 30-minute. Okay. Can you see over here this previous support? That's why I've put the orange. So if you do manage to catch anything going up, that might be an area for a TP1. Okay, let's go to the 20. Great. Now, I don't expect price to come all the way down to here. However, this is gold. Gold can do whatever the heck it wants right now. So we've got that area down the bottom is the first area. We've got the two previous all-time highs, which you can see on the left here, have acted as a, let me show you here. This is why I like mapping out the previous all-time highs. Acted as a support, broke through it, came back, used it as resistance, and then broke through it again. Can you see that? So this is a really nice area that we've mapped out. Up at the top in the red zone, again, we've got this nice, I call it a drop-based drop. So that's another confirmation up at the top there. Let's go to the 15. Breakout looks like it's trying to happen now. 15-minute at the body, I'm going to put another one. So we've got multiple confirmations here, which means that if we break and close above this red zone, we're going to probably use it as a support. 10-minute. Okay. Again, another look here, just black candle. Let's go to the 5. So on the flip side, we're still above the TK lines, but on the flip side, I'm just very aware that if we do break this zone here, so I'll make that a white color so we know the difference, then it is just a clean drop to the bottom on up until the 5-minute. Let's go to the 3. Okay, great. So this could be my buy area. Let's do this. Make it green, my bad. Perfect. It's a good day today. This is one of the easier trades, I believe. And now I say easier, we could get it wrong. But in terms of trying to spot what's happening, it's looking really clear to me. Sometimes I come on the charts and I just can't see much. It's difficult to see. But today, this is looking good. Let's look at this. 2-minute, 1 minute. Okay, cool. So the unfortunate thing is we have 15 minutes left. It would be beautiful if this was the start of the 1 hour candle and 2 hour candle now. Let's go back to the 1. And I'm just going to share with you what I'm looking at here overall. Let's turn off this one. Okay, cool. Now, if we do break to the upside, we can catch something, but we just have to wait and see. So let's go to the 4 hour. And this is what I really like to see on the 4. Okay. 4 hour. Very obvious move happening here. Okay, can you see this? Lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. And the interesting thing with this is that we can come all the way up to here and still be a lower high. Now, if you look at just this move, this last candle, or sorry, this last arrow pointing up, if we go to the lower time frame, so the 15-minute, then you can see what this is doing here as well. All right, this is a really, on the fib tool, this is a beautiful move to the upside. You really want to pay attention to this type of move. Let me make that, let me make it that color so you can see. If you fib more than likely this low to this high, and you go to the right, can you see the level? That is a really nice, that is a typical institutional type of move to the upside, okay? So that's something I really recommend keeping an eye on and paying attention to when you see price hitting certain support levels. For me, there are signs of these types of moves happening. I'll show you what they are for me. When you come down to the bottom and the 12-hour creates this candle, this one here as a support, trying to retest the low, breaks the high. Now you know there's a high possibility that we are just buyers in the market and trying to pull back up to fulfill this imbalance that we have. All right. So just giving you an idea of what I look for, what I'm seeing here. Doesn't mean it's right, or it may not fit your style, but for me, it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. So now we've got to wait. If we do break this high, then there is a possibility of a pullback straight away, a liquidity grab at the top. However, I don't see any rejection zones on the left at all. So there's a great possibility of around 30 to 40 pips above this area. All right. There is. So on the 1 minute, I mean, it's annoying because we still have 12 minutes left. As I said, if this was the start of the next candle now, if this just breaks out to the upside for 12 minutes, then we're going to look for the sells up above. So here we go. Here's the break. I'm not going to be entering it, but this is, as I said, no resistance, so it should just move. The orange line would be TP1 for me. I've already taken my trades today. I can't take any more. I've completed my task already. So I'm just telling you what I would have done if I was looking at trying to catch this. So as an example, because there's no resistance, that's a 20 pip move. If it rejects now, then ideally I'd like to see it come to this area. Let's look on the 1 minute. Yeah, it's looking good. It is looking good on the one. Yeah. So if you did manage to catch that, then congratulations. I hope it's on a live account so you can buy me a coffee. Now it's going to be interesting to see what happens for the next 10 minutes. But look at this. There you go. So if you do look over to the left, yeah, you see the white dotted line. There you go. So if you look to the left, look, it's just white candles. The next area is here. So I'll make that orange as well. Any milk? No, bro, I'm a 4-shot. You better get some pips. I'm a 4-shot espresso man. I have at least 4 or 5 double espressos a day minimum. So you better be racking up those pips, my man. Chemo, good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. So there you go. There's the move to the upside if you caught that. As I said, this is an easier observation today because of the market is moving. But this is actually a prime example right now of why there's certain days I come on the chart. Yesterday is an example. Yesterday, I had a losing day. And to be honest with you, even when I was on the chart, I couldn't clearly see the move. So imagine now if I could go back in time and yesterday, just not take the trade. Come back today, see this pretty obvious move that has been mapped out. The signs are there. And just take it and job done. And that would be, if I would have taken that, as I said, I've already traded already today. But if I would have taken this one, I would have gone for around 30 pips. But you can see now it's hit that first area. So if we look at the 5 minute, pull back to the Asian high could be possible. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't just continue to the upside, which will be a good sign for us if we can get up to this red zone, because this is the area that then I would be looking for sells. There's no reason why it really should stop, okay, other than previous, but I'm only really focused on this one black candle. So if we do get up to this area, this for me is the bigger trade. This for me is the bigger trade. Now we've got to be careful because the white line is liquidity. The white dotted line here is a previous London high that has not been retested. Now for this one, all the way back down to the Asian low is possible, which means you need to have a bigger account to be able to only risk quarter of a percent to 0.5% here. If you have a small account, it's very difficult to, well, actually it's not possible to risk 0.25% for like 70 pips. It's not. But that will be not far off. Yeah, you could probably squeeze a 2 to 1 here, roughly, but I'd just be cautious of it coming up. Or if you don't want to take the first entry that we've got, then wait for it to come right into the middle of this zone. Then you can tighten up your stop to around this and have a nice 2.5 to 1, which is lovely. Now, if it breaks, so this is why risking 0.25% for me is, or 0.5% is the ideal way, because if it does break above, you now know that we're more than likely going to aim for this area at the top here. Okay. But let's see, we have 8 minutes left. Nice. Nice. Whilst that's happening, yeah, so look at the 1 minute, 5 minutes, sorry. There you go, 5, and then this it was a new 10-minute candle as well. Great. So you kind of got your marker now that if we do break this high, then with momentum, doesn't mean it will, we should be looking to attack. But how many pips would this be? Well, first stop is 25 pips to 30 pips, and then after that, a 60, 70 pip move to the upside. There's your pull back to the Asian high already. 5 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, 1. So this is nice. It's leaving a top wick for the 2-hour candle. The further down this goes now, the higher the probability of us coming down to up. 8 hours looking good. Yeah, it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. Did anybody catch a trade? Anybody in any buys or sells, or what have you guys been doing? Caught the buy. You caught it, yeah? Done? Nice, bro. Did you understand what I meant with the amount of trades you had in your trade plan? See, my biggest issue has always been taking too many trades. And so if my rules have that I'm allowed to take, I think you put 7 trades. Nice, Emeline. Nice, Gary. Let's go. So my rules, if they say that I can only take, if I'm allowed to take 7 trades, then what it allows me to do is basically go back in the market again. Yeah. Whereas that means there's a higher probability of loss. The more you're in the casino, the higher probability is you can lose if you don't have a strict plan that's consistent. So whilst working on it, I would really go for 2, 3 maximum trades per day. And then if you get stop loss hit and you hit your maximum loss for the day, you're done. And just tick it off as a losing day. You see, a losing day doesn't mean that it's not a tick. Yeah, a losing day means it's a tick if you can stick to whatever plan it is you've written down. That's why I say trust the process over the result. If you trust your process and your process has been proven, back tested, then you have no fear, nothing. And guys, trust me, I'm not a robot, so I still have some battles. So if I do, I know you will too. Okay. Okay, we've got 4 minutes left. I'm doing 4 trades now rather than 7. Okay, cool. And so a question for you. What is the profit target and what is the risk per trade? See, you need to have this written down, right? If you don't have it written down, then you're guessing. You haven't made it up. You haven't mapped out your plan yet. So map out your plan, draw it out. I've got mine on the wall right now next to me now, and have it mapped out. And then you'll be able to know exactly what the plan is. And then you just stick to it. Yeah. Okay, let's just quickly look at this now, what the price is doing. We're having a really nice pullback right now. Now, forget about the green area for me. I'm more interested in this one and this one. Okay. These are the areas. So overall, looking at this now, a high time frame trade for me. Now, there's two, remember I said there's 2 options here for this. Okay, let me move this over to the side. Come back to you in a second. All right, so there's 2 options for this. Okay, target for me is firstly there's around an 80 pip move here, and then we can have a stop loss here. It's not far off a 1-to-1, but if you have a higher area, then we've got a 2-to-1 here. Now, here's the thing: I could either, as an example, wait for a price to come, tap, and then take the buy, hoping it goes up. But then if it falls back further, then we're going to be in, that area that emotionally we get stuck in. Or I can wait for it to do this type of move, break this area, and then be more calculated. Or I can forget all of that and wait for it to come down and all the way up and then break the yellow and then try and ride a wave up to there. Okay. But this is looking really nice. I'm doing 4 trades. Profit is 1%, then 0.5% for a loss. Sure, you're aiming for 1%, but what is the risk per trade?
So do you mean risk by as in lot size?
No, as in how much percentage are you looking to risk per trade?
Oh, I haven't calculated that yet, so I should do that.
Of course, yeah. So every trade that you go to take, as I said, with the calculator, the lot size calculator, as an example right now. So what's that buy here? How many pips is this? I want to risk 0.25% here for 60 pips. I go to my calculator, 60 pips on my account will be a 0.42 lot size. Yeah. That's 0.25%. If my plan is to risk 0.5% per trade, then on that, what was it, 0.84. Yeah. If I decide, actually, you know what, I'm going to wait for this move here, and my rule is that I'm going to risk 0.25% per trade. So I'm in for this, and now my stop loss is going to be tied to stop of like 20 pip or 25 pip, let's say 20 pip stop. Then to risk 0.25% is a 1.26 lot size. To risk 0.5% is 2.52 lot size. Yeah. Okay. But it comes down to how much is it you're looking to risk per trade. Sure, 20 pips and 20 pips, but what is your risk per trade? No worries, Danny. Hope you're well. Okay, cool. So price 2 new 2-hour candles open pushing up. That's very annoying. As long as it doesn't push much higher, then it's possible to, otherwise we're just going to have to wait now and see. That's 3-hour, 15-minute, 5. Let's look at the 1 minute. Yeah, as long as we don't now. So now I'm watching on the 1 minute. As long as we don't break below this gray zone, then everything is pointing up. If we break below this gray zone, then I'd wait for that move that I mentioned. I'd wait, if it comes down to here, wait for it to reject and then break this area where we opened, and then start to look for buys. But until then, this is looking good to the breakout to the upside now. Watch this. Let's see what happens here. Oops, let me get rid of that. Let's see. Do we just smash out to the upside? I'll be surprised, but actually gold yesterday did what, 300 pips in 10 minutes at London Open. So why is that still doing that? I haven't turned it off, have I? There we go. Oh, sorry, Jules. I'm not on the perfect. Perfect. Okay, so what am I looking at? We pushed up, haven't broken the high yet. Now we're pushing back down. So we're going to see what it does in these areas. If it rejects at this one, pushes up, or if it comes down further, rejects at any of these. I personally would not be taking a trade in these areas now because it pushed up first. I would now be waiting for the rejection to break the yellow, and then that is my target to trigger a buy for, I think this was like 25, 30 pips, and then you've got the 60, 70 pip move to the upside. So basically, that's what I would personally be looking for, something like this. Kimo, you in trades already? Don't worry. If you're in the trade, don't worry. Do your thing. Okay, right. Let's look at this on the 1 minute. This is why mapping out these orange areas further to the left when you see the big wicks, they do play a role. Nice. So as long as we don't break this green zone, break out to the upside and then just continue and move to the up is pretty obvious, but that's only if it doesn't break the green zone. Cool. Anybody else? Does anybody else have any questions? Harriet, good to see you. Lily, Lumi, Sana, Fatima, Bina, Eva, how's it going? Adelaide's journey, I love that. Gary, go for it, bro.
Yeah, no, it's just a quickie. Nothing about the charts. On the link for the Zoom meeting in the mornings, I have to go back to the 4th of May to get a blue one. They don't come up blue to link to the.
Oh, you're talking about in the Discord?
Yes. Yeah, every time I post up the link number, it doesn't come up blue on my account. But I have to go back to the 4th of May to get a blue one, and I can link to the call this in the morning.
Got you. Soon we're going to be streaming in the actual WOP itself, which has live streaming. So that will all be via the app and the computer then. So you shouldn't have any issues. Otherwise, do you know how to join? You're on the computer, right?
Yes, yeah.
Do you know how to join on Zoom without using the link?
No.
Yeah. So when you open up Zoom, it will come up with sign in, and then there'll be a section that says join.
Right.
Have join. That's where you put the room number in the password. Yeah.
Okay. I'll
make you a 30-second video on it and send it to you. All right.
All right, that'd be great. Thank you.
No worries. Nikki's not around to help you today. Don't worry, I'm here.
No, I'm terrible with this.
No, don't worry. You'll get better at it. Hang around us millennials. You're good. Okay. Price is stagnant right now. Normally, when I shut down the Zoom, move happens, right? So if it gets boring, then don't worry, I'll get out of here and we'll see what happens. Okay, new 5-minute candle. Nothing really happening at the moment. We want to see an engulfing move to the upside here. Be really nice. And when we do, I think we're going to go quite aggressive to this area at the top. Because there's such a big gap in between it, I think it will move aggressively. Will it get stuck at the orange? I don't know. But we will have to wait and see. Let's go to the 2. Let's go to the 3. Let's go to the 5. I just want to turn on something here. The 5. Okay. What does the yellow line represent at 3? That's just basically the high that was created. Yeah. So you see how that was the high that was created and then rejected and fell. And when it fell, we fell nearly 60 pips. So if we break now that yellow, that basically is my trigger for if I was looking to take a buy, I'll be looking to take buys around that zone. Yeah, and then have my stop loss probably at this support that we're at right now. So more than likely something like this. Actually, it's not far off it now. So something like that, and then a move like this. It's only a 1-to-1. However, if I go to the 1 minute, yeah, if I go to the 1 minute, I probably will be able to. Oh, let me do this. I'll probably be able to, on this one, if it did break, have a tighter stop of something like this, which then would more than likely give me close to a 2-to-1 there. Yeah, there you go. So I'll be looking at something like that, really. But the move is not ready yet. So we just have to keep watching. And then if we get a break above the 2 TK lines on the 1 minute, that's the first sign. So the green, the yellow and the blue, if we get a break above, and then we'll see. We'll stay on for about another 10-15 minutes, then we're going to hit the gym. Anybody taking part in the burpees challenge? Come on, I know you got a guy, everybody went missing in the health and fitness chat. Everybody's talking health and fitness. As soon as Andy put the challenge, the burpees challenge, it went radio silent. Radio silent. What challenge? Go and have a look. I think it was 1,000 burpees between the health and fitness group within this week. Nobody's replied. So basically, Andy's on a mission to do 1,000 himself now. Brilliant. Maybe we should stitch him up and everybody just say, no, you do it. All right, let's see, 15-minute. Cool. Patience pays. Harriet, you videoed it as well, didn't you? Fantastic. That is see, my argument is, well, Andy said he did his, but I never saw it. Did any of you see the video? I didn't see the video. You're going to do 60. All right, cool. New videos will be loaded today in the course section of the members platform as well. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have a new 10-minute candle. Still closed bear. So it's looking like the push down first. Watch this next 10-minute candle. See if we break this 10-minute low. If it does, we're probably going to come into this region that we've identified. If it doesn't break this low, the current 10-minute low, let's see if it reverses and just spikes to the upside. See what happens here. But on the 2-hour, it's not looking likely. Let's see. But otherwise, if nothing happens, then we'll just put alerts and I'll post it. I think there's a way now that I can get the TradingView alerts to automatically post into the Discord trading chat, which is pretty cool. So bear with us. Yes, Gary.
The 50K funded challenge, I put my email down. Well, I haven't heard anything or hadn't had any response from Access for that.
Perfect. Send me the email. Did you see the message in the founders chat? I asked everybody who hadn't. Some have had theirs activated and some haven't. So we just needed their emails.
I haven't had anything at all, but I did give you the email. I'll give you it again.
Yeah, just because we gave the emails originally, some are active and some aren't. So those that aren't just need to resend me their email and then I'll pass that on and we'll get that sorted today.
Okie dokie.
All right, mate. No worries.
It's free, that one, isn't it?
It's what, sorry?
It's free. There's no charge on that, is there?
No. It's part of the founders pack. You get a 50K 2-phase funded.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I'll have a go at that then.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like for that one, I would really, for a lot of people, I would tell them to really map out a 3-month plan. You know, the video that I put in the funded. Have you seen the video I put in the funded chat?
Yeah, I think so.
There was one for what I would do personally for a funded challenge video. It's in the funded challenge chat. Okay.
Right, I'll have a look. I might have seen it. I'm not sure. I don't
I
remember.
would, if you haven't seen it, it basically draws out a calendar and this. If you haven't seen that yet, go in there and have a look.
Okay.
And you'll yeah, it should make more sense because look, 90+% people fail funded challenges, and there's a reason why. So yeah, definitely have a look at that.
So what is it under founder? The
No, so you go to the trading.
funded trading.
That's it. Go there, and there should be a video there. Got it?
Yeah, I think I saw that one. I'm not sure. I'll go over it again anyway.
Okay, guys. No worries.
Right, yeah. I'll go over it again later.
All right, sweet. Enjoy. Cool. 10-minute candle. We're looking like we're trying to break lower. So now we're coming into these zones. A higher risk trade would be a buy around these zones. However, I don't think it's looking viable right now. So I wouldn't be looking to do that. I would wait for this move that we're talking about here. Because if you do look on some higher time frames, let's go to the 4-hour. We might, let me just do it this way. What may happen is this 4-hour candle has an hour and 47 minutes left, may bounce around in these zones, stay white, keep a nice big wick to the upside, pull down, and then push back up. And then you might even see a reversal to the downside, possibly. A new 12-hour candle is in 1 hour, 47 minutes as well. So let's see. The move might not happen for another 2-3 hours. Let's go back to the 10. Let's turn this on. Can you see how we're breaking that low now of the previous 10, or trying to? Got it? So 1 minute. We're going below the TK lines right now. So now this is a better confirmation. When you see this 1 minute break above the TK lines again, I would then be looking at potential entries or waiting for the yellow line. Okay. So once you see breaker back above the 1 minute, that's when I personally would start to get prepared for buys. 3, 2, 1. Cool. Yeah. So as soon as you see the 1 minute break above blue and yellow lines, that's when I potentially will be getting excited to think this thing may move. So if I just draw an area here, which was previous, that basically is probably going to be my first confirmation once it breaks that area, which is roughly around 3262.6. Until then, we are going to the downside. Look at the 10 minute, it's trying to break that low. New 15-minute candle now has no real bottom wick. So each candle paints a picture for you. There's your break. See how it's pushing? All right, see how some volume's coming in now. 15-minute. Let's see what happens here. I'll stay on for this next 5-10 minutes, and then we'll go look at this. Some volumes in. Definitely some volumes in. No bottom wick. First green zone. Let's go to 10. 30-minute. Otherwise, looking for sells, I really need to break below this support that we've got down the bottom. Cool. There's some volume in, that's for sure. Let's see if we can get an engulfing break above the white of some sort. In longer term, I just expecting price to push up to 33.08 and back to 1 hour cloud. Love it. Nice. Uh, 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 uh. See. So it's using the first green zone as a support. So now, again, that's where I just keep an eye on these lows it's creating to see if we push down further. If we fib tool this area, let's move. And there's some nice zones in there. Let's take a look on the 15. Go to the 1 hour. Perfect. So unfortunately, the 1 hour gave us the wick to the upside already. That's the most annoying part. So if we 1 hour fib this one, you can see the areas of potential rejection.
Which fib tool are you using?
So on the left here,
Yeah.
can you see fib retracement?
Oh yeah, I've got that one, but it does it the opposite way round when I use that one.
What do you mean it does it the opposite way around?
If I start from the bottom and work up, the lines go downwards.
So from here, look, the white to the white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do it
Yeah,
from the bottom. You press it from the bottom to the upside.
Hang on, I'm going to do it now. Yeah, from the bottom. Yeah, but the numbers do go up, but they also go down as well.
Can you send me a screenshot?
Yeah, I'll do that in a bit. I'll just
No worries.
Yeah.
No problemo. Okay, look at this. 3 hour, 4 hour, 30-minute. Let's look at the 45. I haven't looked at that. Oh, geez, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, no buys are valid yet for me. 30-minute. Yeah, 2015. Then there's no trade available right now. This is really a no trade zone for me. But now you've got this is painting the picture really nicely for me. Once I get an engulfing break above, so all I'm looking for is an engulfing break above this area here. Breaks back above the Asian high. And then as long as we don't break back below this area, then I'm looking for that move. Otherwise, as I said, there's a safer option here. Okay. We've tucked into that second zone. So here and here are basically what I would look for. Something happening now. So we've tapped into the second zone. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, is it? Let's see. We might get the move actually. Let's see. We might get a move. New 20-minute candle. Let's see the 20. Push down first. Thank you. That would be lovely. Yes. Okay. Now let's see what happens here. Perfect. So the resistance we're now looking at as support. 5. Let's see now. So, do we get that engulf into the upside? Or we'll continue down. Pleasure, Emeline. Pleasure, pleasure. I'll stay on for another 10 minutes and then I'm done. If nothing happens, then you know when I hang up, the move may happen. Any other questions, guys, whilst we're waiting? And this is a great example as to why, when price came back down, I wouldn't take the buys in these green zones. I'd rather use them as confirmations to reject to push up. Otherwise, you're just stuck. Eva, let me know if you're free today. We'll have that chat. Check my diary. Actually, is anyone booked in today? No.
Yes, hi David. I am. I was just actually texting you, but let's have a chat when you have time.
Bless you. Okay, cool. I am. Are you going to be free in about 2 hours?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. I'll go to the gym and then I'll call you when I'm back.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All
Thanks.
right, done. No worries. Lovely rejection. Our orange line, isn't it? Look at that. Let's turn off the drawings a second. Take a look at this. Now, we are still well above the TK lines on the 1 hour. Let's look on the 2. 2 hours, that's still looking good. 3 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour. No worries, Chemo. Enjoy. Drive safe, mate. Eva, you unmuted. Did you have a question, darling? No.
Sorry, mistake.
That's all right. I didn't want you to. I've had some people that have unmuted by accident. There we go. Watch this. Let's see. 20 minutes is painting a picture for us right now. 5 minute. Still 30 seconds left of the 5 minutes, so it's not ready by the looks of it. 10 minute. Not ready yet. Something's telling me this thing's going to just shoot up. Yeah, it's not ready yet. Let's keep it on the 5 minute for now, because we've got a new 5 minute candle. A minute. Let's see. Tomorrow there's the Women Who Win, who wins call is tomorrow. Thursday study group call. Today I will go live for New York session at What time did I say? Did I post 12:45? Yes, let me see. Announcements.
Is Mr. G back on today as well, about 2:15?
No, not today.
Oh, he's not on today, no. Okay. Oh, Mr. G,
Okay,
G money.
so I put 1:45 p.m. UK. However, news is at 1:30, so we're going to change that. Let's change this. Let's change this. Change. So 12:45 p.m. UK time, guys. Okay. Let me see if I can do this for you now, Gary. Okay, let me try. When did you say May 4th? I think you said May 4th.
Sorry, was you talking to me, David?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
it was May the 4th was the only one I can use to link straight away.
get it now. Let me see. Oh yeah. Strange. I don't know why. Copy link. I don't know why it worked there, but it doesn't work here.
When we was on the old Zoom meetings, that was it worked fine every time. It came up and it came HPT, and then it was in blue letters,
Yeah.
which means it works. But if it's not in blue letters, then it won't work.
Yeah, I'm just looking here. The only difference is that it's a lowercase h and it works now. There you go. Posted it anyway. Done. It's in the announcements, okay?
Result, brilliant.
Pleasure, pleasure. All right, how long we got? 2 minutes left. Let's see if this thing is not going to do anything. We're in our green zone still. 20-minute, 15-minute, 5, 45. Will it close a white candle? Will it close a white candle? See, as a scalper, there's many opportunities to get in. It's just that when you take a step back and you look at trades taken, so many of them are not necessary, but it's just basically fear of missing out and impatience. So as an example, if this closed as a white candle, is there a possibility to, if it closes a white, if it drops down like that, to catch a buy back up? Yeah, there's like 20, 30 pips just there. It's possible. But, this is where when you get it wrong, you have to take a step back and say, well, should I have just waited? But new 30-minute candle about to open now. So let's go to the 30. Nice push down, tap the green. Will it tap the green? So again, as an example, as a scalper, that could be a very clear 20 pip, 30 pip scalp right there. Stop loss just below, 10 pips, 15 pips. See if you can catch that for 20 pips back up, and that could be a scalp. But it's just for calls like this, it's just higher risk. It's just not necessary, but that's how you can use these green zones. Now, potentially that could be the move. If you look on the 30-minute, that will be a very good Fibonacci area there, right? Like this. and let's say it's here roughly, you're at the 786 discount. That already has done 20, 30 pips. So all you have to do is wait. So what is it? 20, 25 pips there and then done. But it's just a riskier trade because now if you don't get out and try and hold it, then all of a sudden if you can't move your stop loss fast enough, then you're stuck. But that is how you can take scalps. Yes, MT5 is next, is in June. It's already, I saw it on their whiteboard before. Or Axis, yes. Julio, social copy trading, I think did around 0.4% yesterday, I believe. One we're attached to, so that was good. Cool. We are done. I don't really see anything happening right now. I will put an alert for, let's get rid of some of this. I will put an alert for above the green zone, so just here. And I will put another one for when we get into the white zone as well. And I'll put another one for the support zone down the bottom to see if anything happens here. But I'm not really interested in looking for sells right now because we are still above TK lines on the 15. So let's see. I will take a screenshot of this now. It's a little bit messy, but I will post this into the Discord. Let's get rid of that one. That one's not worthy. And I am identifying this area at the top as an area for rejection. However, stop losses need to be pretty strict because if it breaks above that, then it's going to continue up. So I will probably look at something like, not like that, something like this, but you've got to be careful of that liquidity. So may even sacrifice missing these zones and wait for it to come even higher up. So I can have a smaller stop above that white dotted line of about 30 pips, maybe 40 pips to try and catch something like that. That would be the play. But ideally for that one, I'd like to be watching it rather than set it as a pending. Yeah. So let me see one more time what we're looking at. Yes, really nice market structure right now. Let's take a screenshot of that and post it in the Discord. 30-minute crossover on the TK lines, looking really nice actually to the upside. Really nice. So let's leave it like that. Like that. Okay, I'll post that in now, guys. See the idea of it. Any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, cool, we're done. Nothing to see right now, pretty boring. All right, guys. I'll keep you updated and I'll see you in the group chats. I'm going to go to the gym and try and find some of these burpees that everybody's talking about. All right, guys, take care. Send the love. Be safe. Don't overtrade. All right. Bye-bye.